Hello and welcome to Lunatic Gaming, where you gotta be crazy to be this bad. So I'm gonna restart the main questline uh, idea I had. So I'm gonna start from the beginning again. Um, and this time we're gonna be doing the Sage as the character. As many of you may know already, the Sage is technically Idana, or a race of Idanas. In any case, we're gonna continue, and so the start of the quest will be beginning of a journey, and I'll probably try to end around here. The concerns of Bobby Lauren. All right, so start. You can take care of yourself now, right? Do you still have a? Do I still have to potty train? Nope. Start of an adventure. You seem better. Are you okay? I was starting to wonder whether I had chosen the right host. What's with that look? Don't tell me you don't remember me. You promised you would. Well, that won't be that much of a problem anyways. Your memories will return soon enough. There's something waiting for you over there. I'm going to hide now. Go and talk to that person. Don't worry, you're the only one who can see me. Okay.
I wonder what exciting
See that you're finally awake. I am Midan the Explorer. I discovered you knocked out cold over there and brought you here. What's that? You're asking me who you are? Well, this is awkward. A traveler who does not remember anything. You look lost and confused. You're in Balanos, near the ancient stone chamber to be precise. I don't know what happened, but you're safe here.
I am a ruins explorer. You can call me Aiden.
I thought you were an adventurer or a mercenary. I knew you were a farmer. I knew you weren't a farmer because you weren't dressed like one. I would like to help you recover your memories, but I'm swamped with work at the excavation site. I'll be on my way. The stone chamber? You seem quite interested in it. Why don't you examine the ancient artifacts that were discovered there?
A traveler who does not remember anything.
Want to know about this heart of an ancient giant? I don't know since it started acting like this. The only thing I know for certain is that the heart is emitting a great power. I'm scared. Why is the heart going like this? The rest of the giant's body is in pieces, so why? You think it's a bad idea to try to wake up the giant? It's always a bad idea. Good sir. Eventually someone else might be tempted. I'm scared of the ancient weapons that lie around the heart, too. I have nightmares of them coming to life at night and just staring at me. I sometimes feel as if the world is full of secrets covered up by a dense fog. You must be looking for Idan. I thought you said you were going to the stone chamber.
I asked for the most skilled.
What are you waiting for? If you're with Idan, get moving and help with the excavation. You are the ones who discovered the ruins. I'm sure Jardine will be satisfied with our work. It seems like you're not interested in the excavation work. If so, can you go and find out more about the gray foxes and tell our soldiers in front of the stone chamber? They keep stealing the belongings of our workers. Such a nuisance. Where's the stone chamber? Why did Idan even send someone? Just walk up this road and you'll see the ancient stone chamber. You can defeat the foxes, right?
It's unbelievable. Who brought them here?
I already did that. Now that we know about gray foxes, we can see how much HP they have left. It'll be easier for you to defeat them now. Do you want to have more fun before heading to the stone chamber? Why don't you defeat some more gray foxes? Remember, you used to be stronger before. I am already strong. Oh, what? I can't go over it.
They say it has stories of the ancient. Well, what can we do?
Thank you for taking care of the troublesome foxes who kept stealing the workers' belongings. But who are you again? Are you one of Princess Jarrett's mercenaries? Oh, you mean you down, and those people he brought? You'll find them inside the cave. The cave is right here. I understand why they're so dedicated from my understanding. The profession does not pay well. Wait, how does... this guy came out of the freaking box. So how...
It must be destiny.
What brings you here? It seems like you're fully recovered now. Did Princess Jarrett send you here? Well, I had no idea it was this urgent. I wonder if the Chamberlain Jordine... Never mind. This time we'll do our best to pick things up. I think you should leave now. Excavation are always dangerous.
Move towards the light, even in the darkness.
Are you planning to go back? We're not done here yet. Let's take a better look at this mysterious ruins. You feel that? The artifact is trying to pull us closer. It feels like it's from ancient times, but somehow feels very familiar.
Aiden, look at this.
There's something wrong with the artifact. Is it because of this traveler here?
Aiden, why is your hair brown and then white?
Possessed with dark energy.
But it's not awakened yet. So, tell us anything you might know about the black energy. You must rid yourself of all those visions.
Aiden, stop. He seems unstable.
One step too late. It seems the black energy has consumed your memory. We should tell the truth.
Aiden became free from the fate of death. Enlightened life. The more I know of ancient wisdom, the greater my admiration. Enlightened life. The more I know of ancient wisdom, the greater my admiration. Enlightened life.
Interesting. Okay. I didn't know Laffy says that.
Experience will show
Are
you.
you feeling better now? I was worried that I might have been too late. It looks like the Black Spirit has found a new companion. Have you experienced any hallucinations lately? According to the excavation team, there's a high possibility that these artifacts contain black energy. I heard that even the chief Spreadnell stole one of the artifacts from his place before. It's true that those with the black energy gain immense strength and extraordinary sense of humor. What's up, Joven? What are you doing here? Sense of awareness. But unfortunately, most of them succumb to the darkness and lose their sanity.
Remember, my friend, I'm Aiden.
Establishing. I am certain that Red Nose has changed both physically and mentally. So will also be your fate if you choose to continue your journey with the Black Spirit. That is why you must train yourself not to be completely consumed by the Black Spirit. If you head north from the Stone Chamber, you'll come across the Western Guard camp. You can find Captain Cliff there. Oh, anyway, why don't you try defeating the Grey Wolves and Tree Spirits? They are the one of the Western Guard camp's many problems. If you do, you might be able to accompany the captain to see Red Nose. Remember, my friend, my name is Zidane. This is Black Desert. It's an online MMORPG that you can play for free. And it has very good Character customizations, good combat, and they're slowly becoming better at PvE. But this game is basically known for its very, very good combat and very good character customization. Look at that. Ooh. Look like a Spartan warrior.
Can't remember how we got here.
How are you, Joven? Oh shit, I'm not supposed to drink that. Oh shit, what the hell? Okay. Next. What? You'd be able to call it. Wonder why they had such a hard time dealing with them. They're so easy to defeat. Who does he then think we are? Anyways, don't mind what he said. You just need to continue following me as usual, okay? By the way, you don't think Red Nose is a cute name? I want to meet him. Okay. I have to talk to him again. That's tree spirit expert. I have a great idea. Do you think this is enough to win the trust of Captain Cliff? Don't you want to meet Red Nose as well? Why don't you get knowledge on all the tree spirits and let him know more about them? I can hear the roars of giant tree spirits just down below. What do you think? It'll be a great help for the Western Guard camp. And because I have the knowledge, I am done with the quest. So, I continue. I have a bloody Pegasus. Did you really care of the trees? Take care of the tree spirits. I wanted to meet you in person, but not in a situation like this. We're surrounded by imps and tree spirits. I tried to hurry, but it seems that we're too late. The wagon is completely broken. I'm totally stranded. My name is Vienna of Western Guard Camp. Could you please help me? Please find the wagon driver's silver and belongings from the imps. Okay, time to kill these imps. Alrighto, we are done. Thank you so much. I think this is everything. The wagon is broken, but we're able to get everything back. Looking for Captain Cliff. He is looking for skilled mercenaries. You really want to work for him. Why don't you help drive out the imps while you're taking care of the imps? I'll head to the Western Guard camp with the wagon driver and let Captain Cliff know. I'm not your errand boy! Oh, I can do that. Oh shit. OP. I can do my spear chug. Awesome. could do that. Well, well, well. Alright. To Captain Cliff. We're currently in a meeting.
The Western Guard camp.
We are at a crucial moment to put an end to this conflict once and for all.
He cannot be trusted.
I'm busy coming up with the strategies. If it's not urgent, you should look for Jamie at the
Chamberlain Jordan. He cannot be trusted. Grand 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 Chamberlain Jordan. He cannot be trusted. Treacherous savages lie nearby.
Oh, you must be the adventurer Fiena mentioned. Thank you for taking care of the safety of the Western Guard camp. Red Nose, do you know him? Ah, the artifacts inside the stone chamber. That's how he gained all that power. We were just talking about who to entrust our mission to. We seek someone who can break through the Steel Imps offensive line and find their Captain Red Nose. Fiena strongly recommended you. What do you think? Do you think you can take this on? I can see the determination in your sparkling eyes. Great. However, you must prepare yourself. Why don't you go to meet our blacksmith Miguel Arias? He has prepared gear for the upcoming battle. And this gear is fit anyway. I need to grab this gear. Ready, fully equipped. Welcome, the mercenary who has the trust of Captain Cliff. I'd like to challenge you to a duel sometime, but for now, here's the briar armor.
I don't wear armor. Why not? I can't
What do you think? Do you like the armor I gave you? If you're looking for better gear, come visit me anytime. Our shop is always open for adventurers like you. You have to pay the price for it, of course. Fiena is waiting for you over there. Did you forget already? She's our captain, you see.
My muscles.
Okay, Fiena, let's see. Material vendor Fiena.
Are you here to
I'd like to thank you again. The wagon is broken, but everyone was able to return safely.
Everyone here believes in the captain.
The fate of this camp is on you. If you win this battle, we might be able to return to Hyda. You must defeat the Steel Imps first in order to summon Red Nose. The Steel Imps are much stronger than any imp you've faced thus far. But since you're the closest to Red Nose, you'll be able to find traces of him once you defeat the Steel Imps.
It's worrisome with the number.
How would you know that? Alright, time to use these raptors. Oh shit. Is it only the... Only the down? Oh, lame. You must be pretty good. I heard that Captain Cliff trusts you greatly. Here, take this militia weapon. Don't let your guard down when you're fighting them. Those imps have a camp to the north of here. The imps you defeated probably came from there. It's too dangerous to go in deep, of course. Missions are important, but your life is more important. Okay, sir. Let's see. Oh, I can do that. It's pretty insane. Let's see, Shift E. Can I do Shift E? Nope. You're intimidated by me. Why are these imps called steel imps? I've always been curious about that. Maybe it's because these imps are tough as steel. Well, we go to get the title. Steel Raja Lunatic. It's funny, don't lie, I can see you're trying not to laugh. So much for those steel imps, right? What a disappointment. Maybe we need to think again about adding steel to your name. Captain Cliff, he wanted you to track down the Red Nose, right? That's the imp that stole one of the artifacts from the ancient stone chamber. I can sense him nearby. The traces of his black energy are all too familiar, and it seems to be very old energy, too. Yeah, I ain't scared of no. Maybe I don't need to hop servers. I don't know if I can take the... Demon, stay back. I don't want to get in trouble with the boss. What? Are you asking me about the boss? I have no intention of telling you anything.
The Red Nose Club is enormous.
What did these smarts possibly mean? I don't think we're able to get any more clues from that little imp. At this rate, we won't be able to track down Red Nose. Ah, let's talk to that person over there. Although I get the impression that he might be in fact after me. Okay. Let's see. So you must be Raja Lunatic. Don't be surprised I'm a friend of Idan. You possess the black energy as well, right? I was doing some research on the black energy that is currently inside Red Nose.
Have you seen the Red Nose? The body's a mutant.
Hold on, I have to talk to him.
The imp you
The
can
altar of
talk
dark
to is
wrath.
in the
Red
cave.
Nose always
If
only
my
desired
memory
power.
serves
The
me
black
right, his name
spirit
is
heard his
Tiny
lament
Nose.
and granted what he wished. But in return, Red Nose paid the price and was swallowed by the darkness completely. Speaking of darkness, you seem perfectly fine. How is this possible? Wait, it's not important right now. What is the origin of Red Nose's black energy? We need to know where it came from to know how to proceed. Red Nose used to reside within the altar of Agres. I'm sure you'll find clues about his whereabouts there.
I'm looking for the black sphere. You should be careful too.
Okay. To Agres. Time to murder more imps. Why is he so unresponsive? Pressing down. Charging be faster. Yeah, I have a train charge. Die, you lowly scum. There we go. Looks like you've succumbed to their fears and have given Red Nose their complete loyalty. It looks like they've succumbed to their fears and have given Red Nose their complete loyalty. The dark energy that controlled Red Nose, who knows? It could be the work of those imp wizards. Let's take their staves and investigate. They seem suspicious. Okay. Time for you to all die. What? Survivors? Dare you? Die, please. Bloody hell! There we go. And now just the warriors. Oh, it was nothing. We just made comment. You like the gift? Look, it's that cowardly Tiny Nose. He mustered up enough courage to come all this way. It would be fun to scare him, but that's not right. The time to do that, right? Go talk to him. Really want to know about the boss? Boss No Red Nose is in fact used to be bullied. It's because his nose was red like mine. Red Nose prayed every day. To be able to obtain power that he can wield to rule everyone. That was when a dark energy surrounded him. The Red Nose was overtaken by rage and decided for vengeance.
If the captain sees me talking to you.
Calling us out, isn't it exciting? Hidden within the darkness, consumed by rage. Don't you get it? That's the reason why they couldn't find him. I can of course let it loose if I really wanted to. What I'm about to show you may seem like fantasy, but that fantasy might get you killed. What do you want to do? Let's do it. Time to murder Red Nose. That should be an easy fight. Move, let me move. Oh well, shit, that was that was it. Well done, I knew you could defeat Red Nose. Fear not, I'm always with you after. What's the worst that can happen other than just dying, right? Please keep delaying us with your problems everywhere. People keep delaying us with their problems everywhere. Humans always like that. This seems to be a common trait, especially among those with power. Oh look, there's a very familiar face waiting for you over there. It's annoying, but how about we pay him a visit? It sits in our way. I was surprised when Uno told me that he just took off. Your bravery is commendable. Immediately after I talked to Uno, I put some forces together to break through the steel imps and track you here. But you really are extraordinary. It's amazing that you're able to defeat the ferocious Red Nose so quickly. Your name will be remembered forever throughout history.
We couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
Uno told me about you. He said you have some kind of illness. I happen to know someone who may be able to help you. He's a famous alchemist. You should introduce yourself to him. I'll return to the camp, drive out the rest of the imps, and prepare to fall back. If only the Lord recommended someone like you sooner. Please disregard what I said. It's not important. I almost forgot. It's about Tiny Nose inside the imp cave. He's small, but he definitely helped us out. There's a place called Lugia Farm on the way to Velia, and I heard that you are in need of some help. Could you go there and tell them about Tiny Nose? He might be better off living in Lugia Farm, instead of living in fear than inside that imp cave.
Your name will surely go down in history alongside the mighty.
You came here with the recommendation of Captain Cliff. I welcome you. He's so considerate. I wonder how he knew that we were in need of some hands. But who are you? The workers we have at this farm are cowards, you know. Goblins who are afraid of imps, for goodness sake.
Although the fields are a bit messed up, you can take some potatoes.
Tiny Nose? Wow, that is a cute name. Oh, he's an imp? If it's what Captain Cliff wants, I'll bring him here, as he says. If Barry finds this farm uncomfortable, he can always send him to Velia, so it's gonna be all good. Velia. You're actually going there. Good. If you go to a little down from here, you'll see a village by a beautiful coast. That's the village of Velia that's governed by Chief Igor Bartali. This buddy, Tiny Nose, you said, I'll bring him here right away. Meanwhile, you should go meet Hans at the village entrance. He's a good friend of mine.
Goblins are cowards. They shiver in fear instead of getting rid of imps and foxes.
Oh, stop right there. You're new to this place, aren't you? You have to answer our 3 questions to pass the checkpoint. You need to be nervous. It's just your routine.
There is no regular army here.
At night, your vision becomes much more narrow. That's why it's harder to deal with monsters. But if you fight monsters at night, you'll gain more experience than during the day.
The vigilantes and I are guarding this town.
I can tell that you're a stranger judging by your outfit, but would you mind telling us where you came from?
The vigilantes were once farmers and fishers. As for me, I wanted to become a knight.
Wait, you're from the ancient stone chamber? Rumor has it that extraordinary relics were uncovered there. So do you work for Princess Durette? You know, the red-headed woman? Oh, never mind, my mistake. Could you tell me your name? That's quite the unique one you got there.
All the vigilantes were given.
Can you just tell me your horoscope? Why do you seem unsure about your own answer? It's very important to know yourself while living life. You seem a bit suspicious. Are you one of those adventurers who've lost their memories? Seems there are quite a few of you adventurers suffering from amnesia as of late. For the safety of the village, please understand that I cannot let just anyone inside.
Be careful of the goblins.
Oh, by close friend, do you mean Civito Lugia? I wonder how his potato crop is doing this year. Wait a second, if you're the one Severo sent, then aren't you the adventurer of rumor who defeated Red Nose? Then you're the one Captain Clef recommended. Wow, really, I don't believe it. Never thought I'd see you in person. I received word from Western Guard. I'll lead you to Alastine the Alchemist. I'd like to extend a warm-hearted welcome to you from Valia.
You might get into danger looking down on them for this.
A greater world.
We've sent you here, you say? You must be Raja Lunatic then. You meet the dark energy and you lost your memory. However, you still didn't lose your sanity. That is not a really common.
Come look for me often, for your own good.
Master Alstein, who is this person? Judging by the way your staff reacts to the stranger, Isn't this person one of the cursed outsiders? That jester from Hydel who came last night, he was out of his mind. And your staff reacted to him the same way it did to the stranger. And think about the chief's granddaughter. So many strange things happening in town lately. Everyone, look at Master Alestine's talisman. It's reacting ever since the stranger arrived. My people, stay calm and listen to me. I invited this person to our village. There is nothing to be nervous about. I should apologize on behalf of everyone. A lot of disturbing events took place ever since the ancient stone chamber was uncovered. So please understand the anxious behavior of the people. I believe it would be better that you stay away for now. How would you like to meet my daughter Eileen? Unlike these people, she's used to meeting people like you, so you can get help from her to settle in the village. Also, it would be a good start for you to investigate the dark energy we talked about.
Accomplishments are not made through defeating others.
Accomplishments are made by defeating others, called PvP. You dig them down. Oh, hello, adventurer. You must be the one my father was talking about. Pleased to meet you. My name is Eileen. I'm a novice alchemist of this village, Velia. You clearly possess a dark energy that's stronger than others, but that's fine by me. As an alchemist, one shan't be afraid of it. Do you think the curse of the old Crown Castle is responsible for people losing memories, becoming ill, or having the nightmares, is what people say? But the Crown Castle explosion happened such a long time ago.
Buy a potion. I have.
You see the storing castle over there? That is the Crown Castle. According to the Chronicles of Balanos, long ago, Crown Castle was a great city ruled by a king. One day the king brought a mysterious stranger into the castle. The stranger was also known as an immortal alchemist, and it said he created a colossal black sun on the castle one day. Something must have gone wrong. Boom! It exploded all of a sudden and killed all the people in the castle. Records tell that since then people have held memorial services in the ossuary every time something bad happened, but it seems to have no use these days. And
What kind of a potion do you require?
Eileen, we have a big problem. The medicine you made this morning with parasitic bee needle have no effect. Have become even more unruly. Since last night, I don't know how many times he rolled on that hill. I thought the jester was just drunk, but he began swinging that stick. The jester who actually was swallowed by the dark energy. You said the parasitic bee needle would treat him, didn't you? Wait a second, I'm sure I administered it correctly. Why isn't the dark energy fading from him? Hurry, he's incredibly strong. At this rate, someone might get hurt. Alright, so before we do this, we'll take a short break because I gotta use the bathroom. Alright, we continue. Now, quick. You know this is funny or what? Now, look, everyone's been struggling since yesterday. This is serious. Wait, I don't think I've seen you before. Nice to meet you. I'm Creo, the great fisherman. What's a fisherman doing on his hill, you ask? Well, that's exactly what I want to ask myself. Look at this buddy. He's been consumed by dark energy. They say they found him near Hideout Pass, but he suddenly attacked a herbalist and went totally crazy. He even attacked the workers in the lodge and went on a total rampage last night throughout the entire village. I was having fun enjoying night fishing for the first time in a while. Can someone please help? Can anyone make him snap out of this madness? How dare they compare me to this pathetic dark energy this guy's possessed with? Now that really hurts my pride, you know? Make them step aside, I can handle this. Dark energy of this size is just laughing matter to me. The jester must have fallen for someone's prank. He's just having a bad dream, that's all. Let me show you how I handle this. Go closer. Oh, hey buddy, are you okay? You were causing a ruckus. Sounded like a pumpkin ghost treading water. Why am I here? Why is there a stick in my hand? Who are you? Even Master Celestine couldn't solve the problem so quickly. I don't know what trick you did exactly, but I kinda like you a lot. Thanks to this one, my night fishing was ruined. Tell Chief Igor Bartoli about your help. Who is Chief Igor Bartali? What kind of fish-headed fool doesn't know the chief? Just a while ago, when you absorbed the dark energy from this buddy, you looked like the spear of Ramones, the hero from the Chronicles of Balanos chapter 17. But I'll eat my word. You don't even know who Ramon is, the hero of Balanos? It's our epic hero who stabbed the vile swindler that blew up the entire Crown Castle. You're a fishy one. Who the hell are you? Hey, are you listening? Why are you getting fuzzy all of a sudden? Suddenly, from the building which appeared to be an ossuary, you feel the ominous energy of the jester. An unknown dark energy in the shape of a worm rises from the ossuary, quickly approaches you, then vanishes. Could this be a warning of some sorts? Wait, pull yourself together. What are you looking at? That's Velia Ossuary. It's the building where we keep the remains. One of the past ones of House Bertali that had ruled the land of Balanos, but it's a scary place where lightning strikes and people hear strange things from it, sounds from it. So you better not get close to it. Let's go back, everybody. Back to the village. You there, Jester buddy. You okay now? Then you should go to Chief's Inn. Not sure if there's a space for that Jester. The Chief needs to build an expansion for the inn. What you saw earlier was no hallucination. That energy you saw was the same thing that your Jester was possessed with. I'm sure there's something lurking inside that ossuary, just wreaking havoc on the villagers here. You can trust me on this one. I saw all of that dark energy off the gesture for you. Remember? Just keep in mind that I know so well how exciting this world is.
What are you? An adventurer?
Finally, the poor gesture had come to his senses. But is it you that woke him up from his nightmare? It was late in the evening yesterday. We don't know what happened. The poor guy was trudging along Hideout Pass, weeping his eyes out. Later, perhaps wanting to take shelter from people, he tried to come to this ossuary, but I turned him out. I didn't turn him out because I'm a cold-hearted person. I wanted to protect him from the ossuary's curse.
There are no treasures here. There's only remains of the Bartali family.
I heard that the jester lad made a total mess in the village last night. Since he's not originally from Velia, he's easily become a subject of blame among the folks. However, if Chief Bartali looks after him, he's going to be fine. To be fair, it must have been really tough on him. He was just trying his best to wake up from the nightmare. Not that he's gone mad. You want him to go into the ossuary? Well, are you listening to me? Look, no one escaped from the curse of the ossuary, you hear me?
If you want to get buried here. Make sure to take care of yourself.
Why don't I know what you're on, but your confidence seems to go through the roof. Even the owners of the Osri, House Bartali, have had one of their own receive the curse. The chief's granddaughter, Emma Bartali, that's who. Ever since she went through that nightmarish day, as she always used to do, she began that day praying to her ancestors for the village. She felt something wet dripping onto her shoulders, and saw it was some wretched thick liquid. From then on, Emma has suffered from horrible nightmares. Fortunately, whether it was due to her ancestors' protection, she didn't go crazy like that jester, but she began to waste away. If you still want to enter even after I told you everything, it's your funeral.
Examine the place from corner to corner. You never know.
Oh, it's inside. My son, I am here. Grow your branches and bloom the black sun at the end of it. For immortality awaits you at the end of the fall. Bartali III shall accept the promised scroll. You hear a horrifying voice from the source of the foul stench, and it makes you feel faint as if you're having a night. Wake up. No need to be afraid. It's okay. It's a feeble energy lurking around. As long as I'm with you, you won't be consumed by the nightmare. But besides, it seems this place does have a story behind it. That novice alchemist said the crown castle fell when the black sun exploded. Now this obnoxious thing tells you to bloom the black sun. What the hell happened to Crown Castle back then? See something interesting over there. Shall we have a look? Withholding his true name, the immortal alchemist promised the secrets of immortality to Bartali III. Bartali III had covered the alchemist's steps in gold and brought in priceless alchemy tools of all sorts from distant lands. The immortal alchemist handed him a scroll, a black tree with branches extended wide and a black sun hanging over it. Bartali III received the scroll from the immortal alchemist. Someone should have cut off his hands at the very moment. Hannah lost her parents at a young age, but was but a girl who swept the floors of the Lunar Halo Inn. She fell in love with a young man who swept in like spring bore his child, whom she raised all by herself. Time passed and her nation began to kidnap young women to where the immortal alchemist resided, on top of Prawn Castle. Feeling sorry for raising the child without a father, Hannah introduced her as her niece, yet Hannah too was kidnapped. That day that Hannah was dragged away, a dark sphere of unknown origins covered the peaks of Prawn Castle, and then it exploded. The shores of Valanos were dyed red as if covered in adult foliage. Like an endless shower of leaves, red bits of flesh and bone piled over the waters. Oh, Hannah, where have you gone, leaving your child behind? I have no other wish than to see you laid into your final resting place. The rest of the pages are indistinguishably damaged, but the last page remains fairly intact compared to the other pages. Oh, Bartali, never forget the saying, though the dead tread slowly and tardily, they shall never stop walking. For the grudges of your victim shall one day bring blood upon your family. Just because of the king who sought immortality, innocent citizens had to cross the bar. They said the granddaughter of the chief is having nightmares, right? But technically they are the descendants of the king. It must be somehow related to this event, no? By the way, who had the audacity to place a journal that speaks ill of Bartali House here, in the middle of the ossuary where they keep the remains of the Bartali family? Oh my goodness. Autopath, please. What a
of
smell.
silver
Now
or
stay
gold
focused.
key
Perhaps
to
you're
open
cursed just as a
treasure
jester
chest.
lad. You want me to tell you who else has visited this ossuary? Oh wow, you can talk clearly. That means you're fine then.
A Villian fisher says that a silver key was gained by fishing.
Apart from
out
our
to the
Tally
sea.
family members, not many people come to visit here. Sometimes a few kids come here for fun, but they wouldn't dare go in because of the eerie atmosphere. Oh, by the way, the Ileonian priests from Calphion do visit here regularly. They say they pay a visit here to Indo Alion's blessing on this land or something. But it's clear that they come here just for surveillance purposes in their subordinate state. But by the look of it, I know that you're an outsider with amnesia. But I hope that you haven't forgotten that this land of Balanos is currently under Calphion's rule. Speaking of which, you might as well pay your respects to the priest since you came here. I'm talking about the Elonian priest Ottavio. Some have leave some good impression, you know. There he is in that building over there, preaching messages to the believers. You should go meet him.
What are you? An adventurer?
You should get rid of them first.
Forever. May the grace of our
Any
Lord
practice for
Elion
seeking
be with you
immortality
at
is
all
heresy and a
times.
forbidden oath. Repeat after me. Death is equal to answering Lord Elion's heavenly calling, and thus those who oppose it are heretics who refuse to be with God. I haven't seen you before. You must come here to offer a prayer to Lord Elion. Welcome. Lord Elion gives his blessing to ones with an obedient heart.
Lord Elion has guided me to Velia.
And let us pray. Let us pray that the disturbing events happening lately may die out.
Protect us, me and my wife, forever.
It is because of your old king who had fallen for the despicable alchemist that this Balanos ended up becoming what it is now. Look at our great republic of Calphion. Once his somewhat spoiled sermon continues, you feel someone's presence behind.
I love Velia. Even the smiles of the Jew.
Look at this, isn't it huge? It's all skill. What do you mean prayer? That Ella or Ellie guy? Not that praying about it heals wounds or fills empty tummies, so why pray at all? The only thing that seems to get better with prayer is the quality of that red man's robes. I'm here because I have something to tell you. The villagers like you. The jester whose life you saved also says thank you. The chief is asking for you. So we finally meet. Welcome to our village of Velia. My name is Igor Bartali, the chief of Velia. I heard you saved the poor jester possessed with dark energy. I heard from Master Alistine that you were shunned by the village folks when you had first arrived. I apologize on behalf of the village, but the story about you quickly traveled around the town, and now everyone is welcoming you. Which brings me to my next point. I have a favor to ask you. You see, I have a granddaughter. Oh dear, I get an earful from her again. She said I must ask you to meet her at the inn first. Oh, I'm talking about my wife, Iselin. She told me 1,000 times that she never wanted to see you. That she really wanted to see you. How would you like to get some rest at our Lunar Halo Inn for now? It's not a classic place, but you can certainly make yourself at home.
It worries me to hear that my grandchild.
You made a good choice to come to Lunar Halo Inn.
Oh my, it seems my husband did forget to tell you to visit here. Glad to meet you, I'm Islin. Welcome to our Lunar Halo Inn. Islin, please, another branch of potatoes from Finto Farm? I told you a million times that potatoes from Northern Wheat Plantation of Calphion are much better. Now, what do you need those expensive potatoes for? Stop asking for Calphionian ingredients, they're too costly for nothing.
Get a good rest.
How about some refreshments? Can you wait a bit here? David is baking a tasty loaf of bread at the moment. Oh, didn't my husband tell you about our granddaughter by any chance? Started having nightmares from some time ago, and her face is growing haggard. Sister, it's been such a long time. How have you been? Seems like you put on a weight too. The chief must be treating you very well. Goodness me. But you've just moved to Hideout? How are you? Did you just come here for an outing? Wait, since you've brought your baby, does it look like it? Well, it wasn't an easy decision, but we're coming back for good. You have any idea how much tax the Grand Chamberlain is collecting these days? I originally thought that it would be better for us since Hideout is bigger than here, and there will be more customers and stuff. But living in a big city wasn't so easy after all. Grand Chamberlain? Sir Jordine Duquesne, you mean? Now that name I haven't heard for a while. He's such a handsome man. Would you like to take a look around the inn for a moment? Mr. Finto will get some tasty bread in no time.
What do you say to a glass of Belian wine made by Indicil?
You want to go to sleep with? Okay.
All best at handling big, reckless guys like you.
You're the one from the hill. Are you perhaps looking for the jester who came from Hydo? I'm sure he was here earlier. He's quite famous here, you know. Lotus, have you seen where that jester went? That guy, I think he went to see the chief for a new job. He no longer wants to be a jester. I will wonder what his story is. It's hard to get kicked out of Hydo, and I doubt the Grand Chamberlain Jardine would do such a thing. Hey, don't ask him anything. He doesn't know a thing. He only answers to liquor and forgets all that occurs during the day. The jester has apparently exiled by the Calphionian Jan Merchant Guild of Hardel. His role was playing the chipmunk that baits the eagle. Sounds strange, eh? For the eagle, which symbolizes Calphion, to be baited by a nimble chipmunk in a rather comical scene. Definitely ticked off the Calphionian Merchant Guild for sure, but what could they do? Hydel can't protest under Calphion's rule. It's all the same here or there. Anyways, that gesture was apparently hired at the home of the Grand Chamberlain Jardine himself. Maybe it's because he suffered such nonsensical things by Calphion Jardine. Calphion Jardine, that young mustard has changed much for the worse, no?
She's always on about the headaches.
I just finished making some bread for the first moon. It goes really well with the special juice I made. I love people who genuinely appreciate my cooking. People like you who'd come by just for the smell of my food.
Courage and will both come from a full
As a matter of
belly.
fact, this will be the last time that you get my food for free. I'm offering this food just because the chief asked me to do this. Have you heard about the granddaughter of the chief? She's such a kind-hearted girl, but she's growing ill lately ever since she started having nightmares. Damn it, another rotten onion. Anyways, no matter how many times we performed the ancestral rites at the ossuary or bring famous doctors for her, it was no use. Some say it's due to the sin committed by the House Bartali during the Crown Castle days, but to be honest, that happened eons ago. How's that related to this?
You can cook with cooking tools anytime if you own a residence.
You have breadcrumbs in your mouth. Did you get enough rest? You can stay at our inn a few more days in a soft bed. We can have a chat about adventures every once in a while too.
It's a lie that there are treasures in the
I'm too old to
Charnel
get
House.
on an adventure now, so lately I have my own adventures in my dream. It's an adventure to find a monster with my shiny armor and my sharp sword. I've been looking for the den of nightmare where the monster lives. Yes, the monster of the very nightmare that my granddaughter is suffering from. I heard that you saved the jester, who was having a nightmare after being consumed by dark energy. Can I buy your time if it's not too much trouble? Investigate the nightmare that's gripping my daughter, my most beloved child. The pretty child does not have much time. She's only buying time temporarily with a magic-imbued necklace. If you help her to get some sleep in return, I'll give you a full support of your journey to recover your lost memory. Have you been to the training ground for the village yet? Why don't you go there and meet skill instructor Takros? He's our village's pride. He's the one getting the necklace that chases away the nightmare from a faraway land on a regular basis.
My wife has a good pair of shoes. Would you like to meet? is tragic, but from time to time, it's a comedy.
So, hero, what brings you here? Are you here to learn combat skills from me?
Do you
Nope.
want to be part of a bigger world?
The chief wanted you to deliver the necklace. You must have been quite a fellow to earn the chief's trust. It's a good thing that you earned his trust. Do you see these fellows? As you can see, they are training hard, sweating it out. It's because they are aware of the world out there is tough. Just as you know, the chief was the greatest adventurer who knew the tough world better than anyone. I believe learning his way and wisdom, indeed, is the true beginning of the journey. Here's a necklace that I brought from a faraway land. It is instilled with a spirit that can chase away the nightmares for a short period of time. Now you must journey to meet Emma Bertali that everyone's been talking about. I hope the strange power you have will work on her.
Become stronger for your own
Emma Barton. You brought my necklace. I'm guessing the Takros told you to send this to me. I experience nightmares frequently when I don't have this necklace. I should have been the one to get the necklace. Thank you much again. Yes, you want to know more about my dreams? Oh, well, you see, it has hill over there. I'd always see these little spirits quietly crying. When I try to go and confront them, something always seems to get in the way. Then these black spirits with beady red eyes would appear out of nowhere and chase after me. Did you say that you want to head over to Haz Hill? That place is infested with goblins. It's too dangerous. Don't let his appearance fool you. He's actually very sensible and wise. Grusha.
Spent a day catching up to find how
As I was checking out the situation, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I spoke a bit of goblin just now. I'm doing this for the town.
goblin fighters. They relentlessly attack human
Have you noticed the goblins got suspicious of me? They're keeping their eyes on me and a few sharp-eyed gobs stare at me from afar. I think it's time to clear up this place. Can you help me? Cause some chaos to draw their attention.
goblins. Feels like I'm getting acquainted with them, spending
This quest is about finding more about information on goblins. Grisha is unable to assist because he's too immersed in becoming a goblin. Grisha feels as if he's neither human nor goblin and often speaks in goblin language. Go and obtain knowledge about goblins to search for clues instead of seeking help from Grisha. The main questline involves acquiring information from Grisha and driving out the goblins. Grisha wears a silly-looking goblin disguise in order to protect the villagers. You choose to work together with Grisha in protecting the village. After you obtain information about goblins from Grisha, slay the goblins and the goblin chief in order to free Velia from the goblin threat. Good, good. Since you got the goblin's attention, I can manage here for a while. But still, this makes me nervous. Can you come again tomorrow to protect me?
To connect nodes with Goblin Cave, you have to connect these.
You're much stronger than I thought. You managed to defeat the elite soldiers, but this is far from over. We goblins will rise up again. Our chief has been hiding and saving up his strength. Although you can't see him now, I know he'll return one day. And when that day comes, you humans are all finished. What about Emma? She'll become a goblin too? Protect the goblins. Oh wait, I mean, we have to drive them out. No, this isn't right. Why did I say we should return her into a goblin? Right, like me, all the goblins are all getting cocky now. In order to get rid of us, I mean the goblins, you should destroy their homes when we're ready to fight. You can feel it. We are stronger together. Do you feel that? We're not alone. I sense a powerful presence nearby. Do you want me to summon the Goblin Chief just like I summoned Red Nose? I hope you're prepared. The Goblin Chief is much stronger than regular goblins. You may wind up dead if you're not careful. Don't worry, you have me by your side. Do you think Risha will be surprised if you defeat Gaiath? I can't wait to see the look on his face when we tell him that. Forgive me, I followed you because I was worried. The monster you defeated recently appeared in my nightmares. About Grisha, please don't think ill of him. He has dedicated himself entirely to this mission. He will come to his senses. He will come back to his senses soon enough. I hope so. I can tell that Gieth is not a goblin. He looked very similar to the black energy I saw in my nightmare. Like Grisha, he's a human wearing a goblin's mask. To be willing to change so much to protect something, it might be related to the vengeful soul that I saw in my nightmare. Everything is starting to become clear. When I was a child, I heard about a cave where ghosts would appear. Can you give me a hand? I'm sure we can find some clues in that cave. Eileen says that a special link is needed to talk with souls. Adventurer, please help. I need to get rid of my knight. On Iwaz Hill, you can find a shining flower that rarely blooms. There's a myth that the ghosts of the people who used to live in Kron Castle are residing in the flowers. The ghosts of Kron Castle respond to that flower. I'll be waiting for you at the hill near Kron Castle. I thought my heart was going to leap out of my chest. What are you doing here? Where did you get that eerie looking flower? Is that the flower Emma keeps talking about?
Kron Castle is a dangerous place. I'm speaking the truth.
The cave that Emma spoke of is right over there. Go down the cliff located to the east of Kron Castle. Go now.
You discovered Awa's.
Oh, hell no. Goodness gracious. I was waiting for you. After, that flower. Can you see it? It's shaking, reacting to something. Somewhere nearby. When I was a kid, my grandfather used to talk about the cave. Wait, let's go together. Please take the lead. I also want to know about the truth behind this thing. Ghost is looking for the ghost is looking for a child. Look, the ghost is reacting to the wildflower. It must be records. My grandfather used to tell me about how Crown Castle came to ruin many times, but I think of a thing of the past and never listen. But I think it a thing of the past and never really listen closely. For they say time solves all matters. However, that ghost, no, not only that ghost, but so many vengeful spirits of the past still cry out for this damp, sunless place. That also being the reason why he hasn't solved by praying to the ancestors at the ossuary. The answer seems to lie in this very Kron Castle. If it's the commander of the occupying forces of Kron Castle, please infiltrate their encampment and retrieve the records. I'll be waiting near the entrance of Kron Castle. This is the book. Thank you. Let's take a read. Yes, I'm so nervous. The people were led to the castle by the forbidden alchemy that summoned the sun. Let's leave only despair behind, turning the hope of this land into an offering. Despair serves as fuel for the black sun, and the black sun shall call forth the realm of shadows. I don't know what this next passage means, but the one who does just so happens to be here. My grandfather's friend, Augustine, has 2 daughters. People prefer the first daughter, Florence, since she's very calm and smart. Personally, I'm a lot closer to Eileen. She's always worried about me and my nightmares. Even this time, she risks coming out here to see me. I think it would be alright to show it to Eileen. Would you mind showing the journal to her? Oh, hello. I followed you here because I was worried about Emma. I'm glad I know that Emma is doing fine. This is the lost records of Kron. It seems to contain the information I could not find in my father's study. Give it to me. I might figure something out if I look at it closely. I can't believe it. Even my father might have never seen this. It looks like it's been hidden in the basement archives for ages. The army at Kron Castle had this? Oh dear. The king became a puppet of the corrupt alchemist, for he was blinded by immortality that was never to be his. The once benevolent monarch who cherished his subjects is no more. At the end of these drums, I shall come to exist in a form not human nor creature. True penance to the people who died without reason shall lead the way to the underworld. As the remaining pieces of my soul will comfort the vindictive souls, the final words uttered during the ritual of the suffocating soul of Gaius Regulus, the one who plotted to assassinate the king's alchemist. So that's why Emma, who is the Bartali bloodline, was captured. For none sought to comfort the poor souls who suffered unjust deaths. They're crying out for help, but you must respond to their cries. Facing the past is making me tremble. I need to calm down. Luckily, I learned a ritual from my father on how to comfort souls. Please wait. I prepared the ingredients at the ready. Now I just need to adjust the ratio. There, it's done. Please use this scroll at the highest point of Kron Castle. It will help to calm all the vengeful souls. What is this dude? Over here. You arrived at Kron Castle altar. It appears that the alchemy device that destroyed Kron Castle. Did the power of the black stone protect it from the explosion? You found a strange device in the shape of an orb. Power resonating within the orb seems to be linked to the top of the spire. Scroll of Remembrance. You feel the spirits radiate with warmth. It feels as if the angry souls finally found peace. Spirits send their warm regards for your help. However, you can still sense dark energy from the spirits of Old Crown Castle within the castle. If you accept this quest, you will automatically be moved. Oh, hello. Where have you been? I thought you were inside the castle all by yourself. This place will drive us insane if we stay here any longer. Let's leave this place immediately. Well, what are you waiting for? Please lead the way. I'll be fine on my own here. You're just a pussy. Hey, there was an explosion long ago at Crown Castle. Does this black energy really look like the vengeance of those spirits? Now take a look at these shiny stones. Don't they feel similar to the energy found in Crown Castle? Don't worry, this stone is something that will help us. Can't you feel the awesome powers that are hidden within it? You can use them whenever you want to. That is, whenever you feel like you need to become stronger. Darn those people. I want to get my revenge on the person that shot my bot. We should leave the castle now that we're done. Won't move until you get going. You like the gift? I prepared it just for you. Are you tired already? You need to keep your head straight. This is only the beginning. We still have a long way to go. There will be even more soldiers ahead. Keep your head straight. The biggest hurdle is right there. There's still a bunch of bulls. Go up front. I'll follow you from behind. You're such a wuss! Amazing, just amazing. You never fail to impress me. I've never seen them get so scared. Emma heard that we were safe and sound and returned to the town to wait for us. We should go back. You've done what no one else could. Hold your head up high. This is something to be proud of.
Have you discovered
You have arrived safely. Good, very good. Alright, so that was the end of the first set of quests. We've learned about the Black Spirit, or that you were an adventurer that was possessed by the Black Spirit and lost his memories, and that there were multiple adventurers that did the same thing, or that had happened the same thing. We also learned about the Black Spirits, that they possess people, especially that Jester, among other things, especially the Crown Castle. So I'll end it here for now. Thanks for watching. See ya.